You? Say what? The internet is going absolutely insane right now. And if you've been anywhere near social media, you already know what time it is. Lil Durk, yes, the Durkio, the voice of the trenches, is back in the headlines. But this time, it ain't about no chart-topping single or viral verse. Nah, we talkin' full-blown chaos from behind bars. That's right. Lil Durk's viral jail footage just leaked, and fans are shook to the core. What really went down inside that cell block? Was it a setup? A betrayal from the inside? Or something even wilder that nobody saw coming? 'Cause what that video shows, the raw emotion, the heated confrontation, and the shocking twist is not what Durk's team been telling us. And yo, the drama don't stop there. Rumors are swirling about snitches, secret recordings, even a possible fight for Durk's life. His close friends say one thing, his ops say another, and Durk, he ain't saying nothing. For now, but we got the inside scoop that's got the industry whispering and the streets screaming. So don't blink, 'cause what you're about to hear will change how you see Lil Durk forever. So, boom. It all starts with this grainy, late-night footage that hit the dark corners of the internet before exploding all over Twitter, Instagram, and even TikTok. It's around 3 a.m. when a leaked security clip from inside an Illinois County facility drops. No names tagged, no context given, just the raw feed. But fans caught on fast. The internet? Don't miss nothing. That's Durk right there. In his orange jumpsuit, pacing like a man who knows his world is about to flip upside down. What's crazy is the tension in the room. Durk ain't alone. There's two other inmates in the frame, one sitting on the bunk looking nervous as hell, and another posted near the cell bars, arms crossed like he guarding a secret. Durk is heated, talking fast, hands moving wild. Ain't no audio in the clip, but body language don't lie. It looked like some serious words was being exchanged. Fans instantly started dissecting the footage frame by frame, and before long, rumors started flying. The streets say Durk found out something from the outside that had him ready to crash out. Insiders claim it had something to do with a betrayal, and not just any betrayal, but one from within his own inner circle. The streets always got whispers, but this time? The whispers got names, allegedly. One of Durk's day one homies. Someone who'd been around since the aughts beginnings, got caught up in a Fed sweep and dropped Durk's name in exchange for a lighter sentence. Now, whether that's facts or just jailhouse gossip, it hit Durk hard. Real hard. You could see it in his eyes in that footage, like someone just pulled the rug from under him and left him hanging. Around the same time, another short clip started circulating. This one was even more intense. It was a camcorder-style video, supposedly filmed by a guard who smuggled a phone in for cash. In it, Durk is seen confronting the inmate sitting on the bunk, the one from the first video. Now this dude's face is partially blurred, but the tattoos match up with a name that'd been floating around. Lil Michi. A Chicago native who'd been tied to ETF's old block for years. In the clip, Durk is visibly emotional. You can tell it ain't just regular jail beef, this was personal. Fans speculated that Michi might have been the one who passed Durk's name to the feds. Whether it's true or not, the look Durk gave him in that moment. Pure betrayal. Like, you really did this to me, bro? You know what you did? Durk says at one point, the only clear line audible from the shaky footage. After that, the guard moves the camera quick, but not before we see Durk lunge toward Michi. The video cuts off, but not before chaos erupts in the background. Some yelling, some banging. Then silence after that clip went viral. Fans were in a frenzy. Twitter Spaces lit up with people arguing about whether Durk crossed the line, whether Michi deserved it, or if this was just another setup. Some even blamed the jail staff for allowing the video to leak, while others said the whole thing was staged to shift attention from Durk's ongoing legal issues. Meanwhile, back on the outside, Durk's team stayed dead silent. No statements, no posts, no live updates. Just eerie silence. But insiders close to Durk's family started talking off record, and what they shared only added more fuel to the fire. One source, allegedly a cousin of Durk's, claimed that the rapper's mental health had taken a deep dive since the arrest. "He feel like everybody turned on him," the cousin told an underground blog. "He don't know who to trust no more. First, it was Vaughn. Now, it's his own people. He think it's a curse or something, and that hit different." Fans been watching Durk's journey for years, from the South Side trenches to global stardom, losing friends, brothers, and artists along the way. And now this. Another close one, possibly flipping on him while he's locked up. The emotional weight of that betrayal was visible even to fans. "Durk looked like he aging 10 years in that video," one user tweeted. "I ain't never seen him that broken." And then came the twist that nobody saw coming. An anonymous account popped up on Instagram. Profile pic blank. 0 followers, 0 posts, but they posted a voice memo. And let me tell you, that voice memo shook the internet to its core. In it, someone claiming to be inside the jail says, "Yo, that wasn't even about snitching. It was deeper than that. They tried to set Durk up inside." Wait, what? Now people started thinking maybe this wasn't about a federal case or someone flipping. Maybe this was about power. Power inside the jail walls. Maybe Michi and the other inmate were trying to run the block, and Durk was in the way. Maybe it was all a trap, with Durk being baited into snapping on camera. And if that's true, that changes everything. Because if Durk was set up to look violent, he could wreck his chances in court, especially with the charges he's already facing. And the person behind the setup might not be inside the jail at all. Rumors swirled that someone from Durk's past, someone with a long-standing grudge, might have orchestrated the whole thing from the outside. Remember Quando Rondo? People brought his name up again, though there's no proof he's involved. But the drama with King Von never fully died down, and there's still bad blood in the air. Could this be some long-game revenge? And just when fans thought it couldn't get any wilder, another video dropped. This time from inside the jail cafeteria. In it, Durk is seen sitting alone, head down, looking broken. A tray in front of him, untouched. A few guards watching closely. One inmate walks past and mutters something. And Durk doesn't react, but seconds later, he stands up and walks out. Fists clenched, so the hallway footage. That's where everything just snapped into chaos. Another leaked clip hit the blogs late that same night, this time from a hallway security cam. Grainy again, but clearer than the others. Durk steps into the frame first, still in his jumpsuit, moving fast, but not running. You can tell he's tight. Fists clenched, shoulders stiff, like his whole body is vibrating with rage. And then, boom, out of nowhere, Lil Michi appears from the other end of the corridor. What happens next? Man, it's messy. Man, it's messy. The two of them lock eyes for half a second. No words, just energy. Durk charges straight at him, and just before the guards can react, fists start flying. Now this ain't no regular jail fight. This was personal. Straight up payback. The kind of swing you dash, take, dash, when dash, use single quotes, v dash, bin dash, holding dash, 4 dash months type energy. Michi tries to fight back, but he gets overwhelmed quick. The guards pull up seconds later and separate him, but the damage already done. The internet dubbed it the hallway handshake, and within hours, it had millions of views. But here's the kicker. Turns out someone had tipped off the guard station just seconds before it all went down. And guess whose name came up in the investigation? Not Durk, not Michi, but a third inmate, the same one who was standing near the bars in the first video, a dude named Rico Trell, another Chicago native with ties to multiple sets, but never officially claimed OTF, Word on the inside is Rico had been playing both sides for months, feeding Durk intel while also cozying up to his enemies. And the reason that fight happened when it did. Some believe Rico set it all in motion, manipulated the schedule so Durk and Michi would cross paths without supervision. It's like jail chess and Rico. He's trying to play king, so now Durk's not only got a possible rat in his circle, but a snake inside the cell block, moving in silence. And what makes this worse? A secret audio recording mysteriously hit the blogs just days after the hallway fight. In it, you can hear two voices, one allegedly being Rico, laughing about how easy it was to push the right buttons. "Dude think he running the pod," one voice says. "Nah, we got his head spinning." That audio was enough to spark serious fear in Durk's camp. Because if Rico really behind all this, and he got people on the outside backing him, this might not be about street beef anymore. This could be organized deeper than Odd Feed, deeper than old blocks. Some fans started throwing around theories that Rico might be connected to a Midwest prison gang known for pulling strings from behind bars. Now let's talk about how this impacted Durk's family. India Royale, Durk's longtime on-off-again fiancée. She'd been quiet for months. But after the hallway footage dropped, she posted a black screen to her story with just 3 words. "I warned him." Boom. That sent social media into meltdown. Was she talking about Rico? About Michi? Or maybe someone else Durk never cut ties with? Fans started dragging up old clips from lives, old tweets from burner accounts. Even decoded messages from songs that hinted at betrayal within Durk's circle. Some people even claimed India tried to warn Durk about one of his homies back in 2022, and that she had stepped away from the relationship partly because of Prowl. "My only lipstick, Ruby Kiss. Ruby Kiss, only Ruby Kiss. Only Ruby Kiss has the luxurious texture that glides on." Why Sizey said prize on Scrowl. That, and she wasn't the only one weighing in. Durk's older brother D-Thank's name got brought up too, even though he passed. An old friend from back in the day went on Clubhouse and said, if D-Thang was alive, none of this would have happened. He kept them snakes away. Now they all up in the camp. The pain of losing his brother, Vaughn, and now dealing with betrayal from people he once fed. That weight started showing. People who saw Durk during visitations described him as zoned out, distant, and not even talking much. Someone even said Durk wrote a letter he never sent, addressed to Vaughn, detailing everything going on. Fans begged for it to be released. But his lawyers shut that down fast, and then came another twist that nobody was ready for. A phone call got leaked between a known Atlanta rapper, who we won't name, and one of the guards. In it, the rapper asks directly, "Yo, is it true they moving Durk to solitary?" The guard pauses, then replies, "We ain't supposed to say." But yeah, for his own safety, fans were furious. Solitary. For the victim of the setup. People started trending #free DURK again. But the jail said it was non-punitive, that they had to separate him for conflict prevention. But fans weren't buying it. That's when DJ Academics went live and dropped another bombshell. He said someone from inside OTF told him that this ain't over. That Durk got a hit list. That names are being written down, not for revenge, but for exposure. Durk gonna come out talking like he never did before, Hawk said. He ain't letting nobody slide. The internet went into overdrive. Memes, breakdowns, theories, fans even made fake diss tracks pretending to be Durk, calling out the traitors by name. People were picking sides, canceling anyone who stayed silent. Meanwhile, Rico dude vanished from the prison rumor mill. Nobody's seen him in days. Some say he got transferred. Others say he in protective custody. But one source close to the jail claims he requested to be moved because he felt the walls closing in. And while all this drama unfolds, Durk's legal team is scrambling. The hallway fight could damage his court case if the footage is used to argue he's a violent threat. But his team is trying to flip it. Say he was provoked, that it was a self-defense reaction to a coordinated plot. And guess what? They got some pull, a mysterious jailhouse informant, someone completely off the radar, allegedly agreed to testify that Michi and Rico were laying a trap for Durk. If that happens, it could change the entire direction of the case. But will the testimony hold up? Or will that witness disappear like so many others? And now, as the legal clock ticks, Durk is sitting in a cold, windowless cell. The noise of the pod muted, the lights dimmed. Isolated, betrayed, maybe plotting, maybe praying, maybe breaking down. But just when fans thought the storm was quieting down, a new video surfaced. Not from inside the jail, but from the outside. From someone who claims to have known Rico Trell before he got locked up, and what he reveals about Rico's past might flip the entire story. Again, the video that surfaced wasn't fancy, just a dude sitting in the back of a dusty car with his hoodie pulled low and voice altered. But what he said? Man, it blew the lid off the whole situation. The caption read, "I knew Rico Trell before the fame, before OTF, before prison, and y'all need to know the truth." He starts the video saying, "Rico, that boy been plotting since day one. He never cared about Durk. He was just trying to get close enough to tear the whole thing down from the inside." He claims Rico was never loyal to the city, never loyal to the block, and definitely never loyal to OTF. According to him, Rico had ties to a rival organization based out of Milwaukee, one that been beefing low-key with Durk's team since 2016. He said Rico's original mission was to get in, earn Durk's trust, and then feed everything back to his people on the outside movements. Phone numbers, safe houses, all of it. Y'all think it's about that jail fight? The masked man said, "Nah. That was just step 3 in a plan that'd been moving in silence for years." And then he dropped a bomb. Rico was in Atlanta in 2021. Durk ain't even know. Fans paused, rewound, rewatched, over and over. Because if Rico was really in Atlanta back then, around the same time of King Von's death, and Durk had no idea, then who was really pulling strings behind the scenes? Theories exploded. Some fans began speculating that Rico might have even had indirect knowledge of the events that led to Von's death, and instead of warning anyone, he used it as leverage to gain deeper access to Durk. Others said that's why he was protected in jail now, because he had insurance on too many people. He knew too much. Meanwhile, in the jail, word got back to Durk about the video. And according to one source, Durk didn't say a word. Just stared at the wall for 20 minutes straight. Then asked for a pen and paper. A letter started circulating the very next day. Handwritten, no official stamp. But it looked like Durk's pen. The letter didn't name names, but it said this: "I showed love to the wrong ones. Fed wolves and called them brothers. I got a lot to say when I'm out. But for now, just know, I see everything." Double quotes, yo. Fans lost their minds. The comment sections filled up with wild interpretations. People started pointing fingers, saying Durk was talking about not just Rico, not just Michi, but maybe even someone still free. Someone close to the label. Someone who ain't spoken up through this whole storm. Then came a twist nobody saw coming. Somebody from OTF posted a picture of Durk's son on Instagram, smiling, happy, totally unaware of the chaos his dad was going through. Most fans saw it as love, but a few people said it was a distraction. One even commented, "Stop using his kids as shields. Speak on the betrayal." That's when the real drama started. Another OTF affiliate, who goes by the name Lil Durk, jumped into the comments and said, "Half y'all talking like you know what's really going on. Just wait till the footage from the infirmary drops. Y'all gonna shut up real quick? Infirmary? That was the first time anybody mentioned anything happening after the hallway fight. Everyone thought Durk was moved to solitary immediately. But Lil Pooty's comments suggested otherwise, that maybe there was a second incident. One nobody had seen yet. 2 days later, it dropped. A third video. This time from inside the jail infirmary, leaked onto Reddit before being taken down within minutes. But that was enough time for the internet to screen record and blow it up. The video showed Durk being escorted by 2 guards, his face bruised, lip cut, shirt ripped. But he was smiling. Not just any smile, a cold, calm, I-AIN, single quotes T-got-nothin-left-2-lose kind of smile. In the corner of the infirmary, Michi was lying on a stretcher, motionless, hooked up to machines. Alive, but clearly out of it. And the caption? He asked for this. Nobody knows who posted it. But the comment section filled up with one phrase. Over and over. The voice ain't silent no more. Fans went crazy. Some started calling Durk a hero, saying he was protecting himself from inside enemies. Others said he was spiraling. That prison had broken him. Some even said it was a message not just to his enemies in jail, but to the whole industry. And let's talk about the industry, because people been quiet. Too quiet. Major artists who used to be all over Durk's page. Gone old collaborators. Silent. Only a few real ones spoke out. G Herbo posted a single word on his story. Loyalty. Lil Baby just posted a throwback pic with Durk. No caption, but the most surprising post came from someone. Nobody expected -6ix9ine. He posted a screenshot of the hallway fight with laughing emojis, saying, "Y'all thought y'all had the streets. Couldn't even run a cell block." Double quotes, yo. The internet exploded. Fans begged for Durk to respond, but he didn't. Not a post. Not a word. Just silence. Until India Royale, yes, her again, posted a short video to her story. It was a song snippet. Unreleased. Clearly Durk's voice. The lyrics? Gave my heart to the wrong hands. Now I'm holding blades. Loyalty used to mean something. Now it's just a phase. You could hear the pain in his voice. Raw, real. The kind of pain that don't come from music. It come from life, and as fans held on to every second of that clip, more leaks started coming. Someone in the jail staff allegedly sold off Durk's visitation logs, and guess who showed up on the list? A former ADF manager who was let go in 2022 under undisclosed disagreements. Another? Twist. The last time this dude was seen around Durk. They was in Miami, celebrating a major deal that never fully went public. The next month, dude vanished. Now he's showing up on Durk's jail logs. What they talking about? Reconciliation. Blackmail. Legal strategy. Nobody knows, but sources say that same guy been talking to Rico Trell's lawyer. So, we pick up right where part 3 left off, that mystery odd manager showing up on Durk's jail visitation logs, and rumors flying about him being in cahoots with Rico Trell's legal team. People immediately started connecting dots. What if this manager wasn't just a visitor? What if he was the mastermind behind the entire setup? The man behind the scenes pulling strings from the shadows. Insiders close to the situation say this manager has a long history of playing both sides. Once praised as the guy who helped build Durk's empire. Now accused of being the one who leaked the jail footage and fed information to rival crews. Some even say he orchestrated the hallway fight to weaken Durk's image, both inside and out. It's a power move. One source told an underground music blog, "Take down the kingpin so you can rise." And the worst part? Durk trusted him. Meanwhile, inside the jail, Durk's days were a roller coaster of emotions and danger. The tension between him and Rico Trell was palpable. Rumors of whispered threats in the showers. Fights narrowly avoided, and tense stares exchanged across the yard. Guards reportedly had to separate the two multiple times. Durk's legal team worked around the clock to get him transferred out of that dangerous environment. And after weeks of pressure, they succeeded. Durk got moved to a different facility with higher security but less chaos. Sources say Durk's mood lifted a bit after the transfer, but the damage was done. The viral jail footage had already painted a picture in the public eye, one of a man trapped not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. Then came the courtroom drama. The hallway fight video was introduced as evidence, and the prosecution painted Durk as violent and dangerous. But Durk's defense came back strong, using the leaked audio and testimonies from that mysterious jailhouse informant to argue that Durk was set up, provoked, and acting in self-defense. The trial became a media circus. Reporters camped outside the courthouse every day. Fans protested on the streets, and the internet exploded with hashtags, both supporting and condemning Durk. Family members testified, with India Royale breaking down on the stand, pleading for the court to consider the trauma Durk had endured. And here's where the biggest twist hits. During a recess, a new video leaked. This one was from a hidden camera inside the manager's office, showing him meeting with a known rival gang leader. The conversation was heated, and the words Durk, set up, and money kept coming up. It was clear this man had been planning Durk's downfall for months, coordinating with enemies and using jail contacts like Rico Trell to carry out the dirty work. Fans were shook. The man they trusted was the one stabbing Durk in the back the hardest. The fallout was immediate. Otfi publicly cut ties with the manager, who disappeared from social media and went dark. Some say he's in hiding. Others think he might cooperate with the authorities to save himself. Durk. Well, after hearing about the leaked video, he reportedly smiled for the first time in weeks. Insiders say he felt vindicated, but the pain lingered. Loyalty, something Durk always rapped about, had been shattered in real life. But even with the manager exposed, not all questions were answered. Who else knew about this plot? How deep does it go? And what will happen to Durk once he's out of jail? Fans have been buzzing with theories. Some believe Durk will drop an album, revealing every secret. Others think he might leave the music game altogether and focus on rebuilding his life away from the spotlight. And what about the people who stayed silent? The old friends who never defended him publicly? Fans demand answers, and social media is calling for accountability through all this. One thing is clear: Durk's story isn't just about jail footage or fights. It's about trust, betrayal, survival, and the harsh realities of the streets he came from. Fans say they see a different side of him now, not just the rapper, but the man fighting wars both inside and outside the cell. So as this saga continues to unfold, one thing is for sure: the viral jail footage was just the beginning. Behind those walls, a war was raging, one that will define Lil Durk's legacy forever. And as we wait for the next chapter, one question remains on everyone's lips. Will Durk rise from this storm stronger than ever? Or will the betrayals break him for good? Stick around, because we're going to be following this story every step of the way. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Who do you think betrayed Durk the most? And what do you think his next move will be? This is real rap drama at its finest. And you know we got you covered. Stay tuned. So there you have it, Lil Durk's viral jail footage wasn't just some random moment caught on camera. It was the spark that lit a powder keg of betrayal, secrets, and deep street politics that cut all the way through his inner circle. From the hallway fight that had fans shocked, to the mysterious Rico Trell playing both sides, to that unexpected manager turning out to be the puppet master behind the scenes. This story has had it all: drama, heartbreak, and enough twists to keep the internet buzzing for weeks. Durk's family was left divided. Emotions ran high, and the loyalty he once counted on turned into nothing but dust. But what's next? Will Durk come back swinging, dropping truth bombs and shaking the game to its core? Or will these betrayals force him to disappear, rebuild in silence, and leave the rap world wondering what really happened behind those jail walls? Now it's your turn. What do you think? Who's the real snake in this story? Does Durk have what it takes to come out on top, or is this the beginning of the end? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because we want to hear your take. And if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and smash the like so you don't miss the next explosive update on this saga. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. We're keeping it 100 with all the latest tea, rumors, and insider info, all in one place. Thanks for watching, fam. Stay tuned, stay safe, and as always, keep it locked right here. We got you. Right here. We got you.